Hi, it's me, David. Got my Christmas jumper ready. Oh, it looks really like the penguin's got a bit of a boop going on there. A boop is a South African word for a paunch. Anyway, I've got a client in the chair. I think if we go that way, we can see we have got a colour there on those bits. Then, that way. No, I'm going to turn the camera around. Hold on. Oh, that's better. The plant. Anyway, right, getting back to hair, which is a bit more serious. Right, as we can see the roots there, we've got some natural colour. Then we've got very dark, where my client's been using a box colour. You can see where my finger is. And on the ends, we've got the colour that I did on the 21st of April this year. So it's been quite a while. So what I'm going to do, very small sections, I'm going to do a very, very mild lightener. And I'm just going to lighten up from where the line is to where the line ends. And then afterwards, what we're going to be doing is using one of these colours on the colour chart. And we're going to try and get between a 7, which is a medium blonde, and an 8, which is a light blonde. And we're going to go from there. So first of all, what I'm going to do is mix my Alpine Blonding Cream with the 4.5 developer and leave that on obviously for as long as it takes. There's all my bowls and my brushes and my combs. And I'll come back later and show you the hair with the lightener on. Right, I'm back. What I'm doing, I've sectioned the hair off into 2 front sections and 1 big section at the back. And I'm going to start at the back, and as you can see where the colour fade is, it's quite light to there, and then we've got the dark bit. So what I'm going to do is put a very mild solution, lightener solution on, starting at the back, because then what happens is if it obviously lightens up quicker, by the time I get to the front, because it takes a while to put on, then I can just rinse the back off, still leave the front. I've got my towel, I've got my cape, and I'm going to start going. Speak to you in a minute. Right, as you can see, I've now finished. So I have done, let me pick up a piece of hair, the mid-lengths. I've left the ends out over there, and we've got the roots. The back is actually nearly done. I think I'm just going to give it another 5-10 minutes, and I'm going to take the back off, and I'm going to leave the sides and the front. What I was thinking, it's just struck me now, is a couple of pieces at the front might be quite nice, a little bit lighter anyway, just to frame the face with this style of haircut. But we'll sort that out when we get there. I've done this side as well, exactly the same. You can see more in this light, the different colours that it fades from root, orange, and then that bit there was very dark. And then you've got your ends, which are not a bad colour at all. So give it another 10 minutes. I'm going to rinse it off and I'll show you when I've finished. We've taken all the dark spots out. As you can see, it is slightly lighter where we put the lightener, but that doesn't matter. But it is quite even. The bits where it's darker are still a bit damp, so that could be what you're picking up on camera. But overall, colour doesn't look too bad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do the roots, and I'm going to be using 711. I'll show you in my, there you go, oh, upside down, 711, which is an ash blonde, and I'm going to mix it with an 80 light blonde. I'm going to use about half of an 80 to a quarter of a tube of 711 because the ashy colours do come out darker. And I'm going to be using I'm not going to be using that, so I'll come back later and show you what I am using. So there's all my colours like I showed you, and that's what I'm using. It is a 3% Leighton House developer. So I shall do the roots, oops, dropsies, and then I'll come back later and show you what I'm doing. I'm back. I've taken the back off, and as you can see from the light, we are virtually the same colour from roots to ends. Very, very reddy, like an Albany colour. It's actually, if you're into the redheads and the Albanys, it's really, really nice colour. But what I've decided since then is, because we're going to get as much of the red out as possible, I'm actually going to use like an ash blue green in with a medium blonde. So we can get out a lot of that red. And as you can see, the sides are still on, but they are ready to come off. So I'll see you later. Right, we're back. I've now done the roots, which I am going to leave for about 5 to 10 minutes so you can see. You can see where the lightener was in that bit there. And what I'm going to do in about 5-10 minutes is take it right through to the ends and leave it for about 20 to 30 minutes. And it will even out the whole colour and will come out a nice medium blonde. Right, the routage is done. So now what I'm going to do is take the colour through to the ends for 15 to 20 minutes and then rinse it off and we should be done. And we are finished. This is the finished product. Nice and shiny and healthy with no black blobs in it like when we started. I'm so blunt. And we've got a really nice colour on the ends. And the lights that I've got in here are a yellow tinted bulb, so it still looks under the light quite reddish, but if I actually flatten it, you can see there that is the colour all the way through. In natural daylight, this is going to look really nice. And I left the colour on for half an hour instead of 15 minutes. And that is our finished hairdo, all soft and healthy and shiny. And thanks for watching. See you soon.